All right, hello, and welcome back to the Binge Boys podcast. We got some great things to talk to you guys about this week, but before we get into all of that, we must introduce ourselves. And with you today, my name is Enrique.
My name is Eli.
And my name is Tristan.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Season 2, Episode 4. Coming off the backs of Gojo getting murdered. So we gotta go ahead and handle that situation. We got to give our quick generalizations of this episode. Let me go ahead and ask Tristan, because you might go on for a little while.
No. Quick generalization of this episode. I thought this was the best episode so far of this piece of Jujutsu Kaisen.
I thought they called it a piece of trash. Damn.
Damn.
You're on last. I think this is a very good follow-up to 3. However, I have some issues with it that I'll address in a second. But I really like the way they wrote the second half character-wise.
Okay.
I'm still looking for current timeline, which I know we're getting to, but this is a good way to keep me entertained until we get there.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm with
man.
it.
They replayed Rico getting killed again.
That's crazy,
Bro.
I know.
I feel bad for her because I actually didn't mind her. I liked her. I thought they were going to give her a little bit more.
Yeah, she was fine.
I knew she wasn't
thought
going
it
to
was work.
survive because we haven't seen or heard of her, but I thought they would give her some more sauce.
For some reason, I had it in my head that she might have actually ended up assimilating. Don't know why. Had some hope.
I thought that would be a possibility. That like her dead body fused with Tengen or whatever.
That was,
yeah.
that was my secondary thought as
Still
well.
possible, right?
No.
I mean, it's still possible.
It's just, but she's just a vessel anyway, so like...
I think Gojo won't let it happen now. I think he's a little too upset. Did you guys watch the after credits at least?
It did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I will
Fair.
say, this opening kind of made me upset. I thought Gato would get more sauce than he did.
Yeah, that's very true.
I don't know why I thought that, because thinking about it realistically afterwards, I was like, well, that doesn't make sense, because Toji just did fuck up Gojo in a fight.
Yeah,
and we
but,
know
like-
Gato's not Gojo.
No, but like we do know Gato so far as a badass, so that's
He's not
what
one to
we
be fucked
expect.
with.
Right.
But
That's-
Toji is him.
yeah, right.
That's what we've seen. Toji is that motherfucker. He's beating everyone's ass at this point. And he's talking. He broke it down. He's like, I'm normal. Like, I'm not you motherfuckers. That was probably the part I liked the most. He's like, you guys are so used to fighting you stupid cursed motherfuckers and the way you guys do shit that I don't play by your rules. I'm different. I can kill all
Right.
you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. This gives credence to Maki because she doesn't have any curse energy, right?
Yeah.
And people keep shitting on her because, like, oh, you just use curse weapons, da 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 da. We've seen what Toji can do, and he doesn't use curse energy.
Yeah, for real.
So it doesn't matter at this point. So that leads to believe that this is also set up for her to get stronger in the future.
See, that's what's
By
funny
figuring out
is
more attacking plans.
his
Yes.
son uses more cursed energy than a lot of people.
Well, because that's his clan, like he said. Like,
I
I'm
know.
a Zenin clan,
Right.
but he's like the one that doesn't use that shit.
Right.
He is like Maki, basically.
Yeah.
So this flashback actually did a lot of character creating paths for characters into the future that I thought it would have.
I agree. I mean, they brought up Megumi like going into that clan about halfway through the episode and how, Gojo has to make a move.
Yeah, because I didn't expect I misread when they were talking to. Remember when Toji first showed up? They were like, "Where's Megumi?" He's like, "I don't fucking know."
Yeah.
I misread that. So supposedly that was more of him pretending he doesn't know where Megumi's at, so people will leave him alone.
Yeah, no, that
So-
makes a lot more sense with that little piece.
Especially with the way this episode went about him being like, "Hey, my son, 2-3 years is gonna get fucked up. Please help." He didn't say that, but he kind of did imply that's what he was telling Gojo when he said any last words. It's like, "Hey, Megumi, 2 or 3 years are trying to sell to the Zenin clan," and then so we know at least at minimum, Gojo's like 10 years older than he is in this situation right now.
Yeah.
Because if he said 2 or 3 years, my son's gonna get sold, right? Gojo intercepted Megumi during that point in time.
Yeah.
So that'd be 2 or 3 years from now. So he'd be about 19. And then however long it took for Fushiguro to grow up into what he is now. So Tengen's probably like late 20s.
Yeah.
Or Tengen. Fuck, Gojo. God damn. I caught exactly what I did. Speaking of Gojo, when he gets his get back, dude, they're lucky
awesome.
we can't put him down again.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Psycho Gojo is the greatest Gojo we have.
Dude's just fucking flying, bro.
I mean, we've seen him fly, so that was cool.
I know, but I haven't
not
seen
like
him.
the Jesus pose.
Bro,
Right.
that was insane.
He went full psychopath. When he came out the cut, just walking up on him, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker?" I was like, "Oh." I thought like someone was gonna revive him and he was just gonna be alive. I told you he was gonna get away with the W. No. He said, "No, I'm getting my get back, dog." And Toji was like, "Shit." He was like, "I'm not gonna be able to do the same strat twice, and so I don't know how to take him down right now." Because that plan he crafted up, he had to cook that shit up for a while to get Gojo
sure.
when he did. And
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
did.
well, Gojo caught me by surprise now, so let's get it. And he started twirling the little kunai and chain, and Gojo was like, "Get that little petty shit out of here." Ooh. His demeanor that entire fight, I loved it, dude. Just him being like, when Toji started ignoring what he was saying, he's like, "Bro, he's not normal right now. It's like he's high."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh God, he's going to a form that I love that characters do, which is like psycho mode, which is like I'm just here to fight and kill."
He entered the zone.
Enter this.
Or you guys like really enjoying when he was just kind of losing his mind at this point?
Yes, 100%. I wanted every part of it.
I mean, it was definitely interesting to see the progression through it. Like, as he pulls up, you kind of see his face, like, kind of bloodied, and his eyes kind of going... His eyes didn't look normal, And just the progression from then to just, not being himself was very cool.
Yeah, I really loved it. And then the Toji just throwing the fucking knife at him and him just, like, waiting till the last second and be like, dodge. Just, like, not even moving his body, just moving his face out of the way every time. I was like, he's on a different fucking plane.
Absolutely insane. And then when he brought
And then he
that
started
out at the
talking.
end-
We've seen purple before, right? Or did he try purple and didn't hit it?
I don't think we've seen
remember.
purple before.
I could have sworn he used purple when they were doing the attack during the games they were hosting in the first season. Remember that one?
I remember what you're talking about, but I don't remember the scene
I
or
think
the
he
color.
just used, I thought he just used blue there.
I remember him using... I used both blue and red. I just don't remember if he used purple at all.
I don't. So I think that I feel like if he had used purple before, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of explaining that very few people, even in the Gojo clan, know about it.
I think the reason they explained it is because this is when he achieved purple. I don't necessarily know if he had used it prior to this moment, and that he felt it was necessary to kill Toji with purple.
Yeah.
Because they explained blue and red earlier, in like episode 2, and now they did here. I just thought it was great. They have to be careful, because they keep doing this, they're going to make people care about Gojo more than anyone else.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
And you don't want to do that, because Yuji and Fushiguro are the main characters, pretty much. Don't do a Naruto and make the main character the least interesting motherfucker in the show. Because that's the way you make a show not good.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to put out there.
That's pretty
No,
true.
I agree with you. I mean, I feel like they did a good job the first season. Like, I cared about a decent amount of the characters, but yeah, I feel like if they paid too much attention to Gojo, it might not be the best thing for him.
I'm personally interested in what they're going to do next due to the little arc being called premature death.
I think that was Rico.
Well, they said the next episode is premature death.
Oh.
My guess is this might have something to do with Homeboy and why he turns heel.
That's where I'm at, because like, they haven't told
Yeah.
why he's heel yet.
I mean, they only have,
Yeah.
4 episodes maybe to do it now?
Because
For the flashback?
Yeah. Is it
1 or
6 or
2?
8?
It's 6.
Oh, okay, then 2.
Because they also, like, obviously, at the very end, when Gojo was like, should we just kill all these people? And he was like, what reason do we need? And Homeboy was like, there always needs to be a reason. So, something in him changes there. Eventually.
Which one?
The Homeboy whose name I never remember because I've heard it like twice. Not Gojo, the other dude that got messed up by
Gato?
Yeah, Gato. Because obviously he turned heel, but something changes for him to say, there always needs to be a reason to do that kind of stuff. And maybe it's not that he changed the idea that there always needs to be a reason. It's just that his motivations and reasonings changed. And I'm curious to see if that's the premature death we have, is like the good version of Gato.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
That's what the arc was called, by the way, which I didn't want to tap in to tell you guys that. Was what I remember when I mentioned it, said the arc itself is kind of a spoiler, being called Premature Death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know who that's for at this point. I have no idea. I wouldn't be sure. I kind of think Gato's going to die.
Maybe.
He's going to die and be brought back?
As something fucked up. Yeah, that's why he loses his mind and shit.
That could make a lot of sense. I'd had that thought as well. I'm wondering... I still have this idea that it's just like the good side of him dies.
I don't know. Jujutsu Kaisen's kind of, they're willing to kill people, so I
They
don't
are.
think they're gonna go for metaphorical death.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say, if you're taking the metaphorical route, you could also go Gojo dies a little bit inside when Gato turns heel.
Oh, we know that one for sure because we see how he be acting with Gato all the
Right.
time.
So is that premature death because he's just a different person now? A little bit of him died inside. Like if we're going
Lost
the
his
metaphor,
innocence with Rico and him.
oh damn. Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, if we're going metaphorical route, then yeah.
That's a good angle on it. I like that angle, but I think Jujutsu Kaisen's gonna take that shit literally and kill a motherfucker.
Probably. I just don't know who.
You kind of touched on it, but that post-credit scene, loved it.
Dude, it was so
Loved
good.
It was good.
I liked how it showed that Gojo's snap wasn't just momentarily. Like that did something. Him letting Rico die has done something to him now. You know, he's ready to kill all those motherfuckers in there. Because I didn't understand fully what that was happening there. Jujutsu Kaisen is kind of bad about explaining shit like that sometimes, but I assumed that's the cult against the Plasma Star people or whatever that they're talking about when the dudes were sitting down with the briefcase.
Yeah.
And so I think Gojo got her body back from them, and that's why they're saying, let's just kill these fucking cult bastards because I want to hurt them over what they did to her, kind of thing.
All right. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's what I think it was. And I think he's just kind of broken over letting her die because he bonded with her. Like, they went to the beach, he was taking care of her, they had the moment at the school and everything like that. I kind of felt like she was starting to really like Gojo and Gato, and then that shit happens, Punished Gojo. You can never be happy.
Absolutely.
For real, bro. The price of being a hero.
It also makes me look at the way Gojo acts. Like when he acts funny now, is different than the way he acted prior to her dying. I don't know if I'm reading too much into it or not, but
No, I agree. I think
it seemed like he was genuinely enjoying himself in the past episodes before this, and now looking at the way he acted then versus now, it looks like he does the current stuff as a gag, like to kind of put up a front versus enjoying himself.
I could see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say something very similar.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal your whole shit. I know you're trying to say that too.
No, you totally fine. We had the same thoughts. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm impressed that they actually made me enjoy the flashback as much as they have.
Yeah. No, I'm enjoying it. I was so at the beginning, but yeah, I'm liking what they're doing.
Yeah. Shout out Jujutsu Kaisen. They're up for another good season depending on how it gets when shit goes regular. And from what I've heard from the streets, that this next regular arc is crazy.
Ooh.
That's what the streets been telling me since last season. So yeah.
Damn.
I do like this idea.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. We really enjoyed ourselves a lot. We have to plug social media. I don't know what this shit's called no more. It could be Dos Equis, Twitter, fucking Upside Down Cross. You guys know what that shit's called anymore?
That's XX Tentacle Monster.
Got you. You can find us on whatever the fuck that is until that shit goes away. So you probably want to go to Threads at this point, but we don't even really like Threads, but it's better than Twitter at this point. You can find us on Xer at BINGEBOIS. That's Binge Boys. You can find us on motherfucking every other social media: Instagram, Threads, TikTok at D-A, B-I-N-G-E-B-O-I-S. That is D-A instead of the, because we are dumb asses. Change the Y to an I in motherfucking boys. And you can check us out on all those platforms. Thanks for hanging out with us. We really enjoyed ourselves. We're going to remind you guys that with you today, my name was Enrique.
My name was Eli.
And my name's Tristan.
And I want you to remember, in my battle royale, Tristan need to watch his fucking back.